Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Rodriguez. Yes. And I want to say thank you to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the channel, guys. As a YouTube creator here on this platform, we can't make it as a YouTuber, guys, if you don't subscribe to the channel. So hit that subscribe button if you like the video. Also hit a thumbs up and also leave a comment if you like. Today's topic is simple. I want to talk about picture life as a seed, guys. Picture life as a seed. And the seed that I'm gonna use in reference is a mustard seed. God talk about the mustard seed. Have a faith that's just as small as a mustard seed. And a mustard seed really do exist. You can look that up, Google it. And so in life, you want to go about it as a seed, like you're a seed, guys. And as being a seed, planted in the ground, the process. You got to dig the hole. You got to take up out the dirt out the hole, and then drop the seed in the hole that you have dug, and then cover it back up with dirt. Okay, the processes of life, we sometimes have to get covered up with dirt, but being covered up with dirt, oh my goodness, hold up, wait a minute, I want y'all to catch this here now. Being covered up with dirt in life could be adversaries, it could be heartaches, it can be dark clouds, it can be stress, worry, you know what I'm saying? And these things here can take control, right? But the beauty of it, but God, you hear me? But God, this is what God do, guys. Even through that dirt, some green and pretty still grow. Woo-hoo, woo. Some green and pretty still come up out of that once you plant that seed and it get watered, right? You gotta water it. So in life, we had to water our spirit, you know what I'm saying? But being filled with the spirit, oh my goodness, we gotta water our spirits, guys. Being filled with the spirit, and that's Jesus Christ within us, spiritually living, throughout this journey of life, and also feeding that spirit, reading that Bible and reading those Bible verses and, getting those in our spirit because it's so relevant with time. And then you gotta love to grow. Ooh. You gotta love to grow in life, and we're having a love to grow mentality in life. You grow to learn, to gain more wisdom, more knowledge, more understanding, things of that nature, right? So, but if you're not growing, learning from your mistakes, wanting to be better than you was yesterday, you get what I'm saying? If you're not wanting to be better than you were yesterday, it's a problem. There's a big issue there, and that issue, that and then not only that, you want to grow in your finances. You want to grow in your finances in life, guys. And growing in, excuse me, guys, sorry about that. I'm gonna have to rest my hand a little bit. Hope y'all can hear me. But yeah, and growing in finances, it's even better. You know what I mean? Because you're learning to be a good steward over the little bit, the lot, or the overflow that God is blessing you with. And knowing that you going to be a good steward over his finances, God will multiply and put more there so you can be wealthy and be great and substantial for this thing called life, right? So in life, we got to know, we got to picture it like a seed being planted, and we grow from this. And then some seeds, man, I don't know if you know about like a tomato plant or a cucumber plant that got to be put down in the ground. Guess what we have to do? We had to put a fence around it. They got the little garden fences that you put around to keep it protected. You get what I'm saying? From being eaten by pests, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is, we also need a fence around us as God's children. That's one of my favorite prayers, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, whoa, what do you mean by an invisible fence, man? That got to be so false and fairy tale, you know what I'm saying? It's the spirit of the fence being planted around you, protecting you on this life called journey, And with that being stated, you want that fence around your family, you know what I mean? Your wife, your kids, you know what I'm saying? Your immediate family, things of that nature. You want that fence built around y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because God said he'll keep us, And so we're being kept by Jesus. We got to know, guys, that life is like a seed. And you want to grow, man. You got to have an ambition. You got to have a drive to where all you want to do is grow in life. If you stagnant, if you in one place, and that's like bad fruit. That's like taking a peach tree. You know what I mean? I'm out here in Georgia, so it's like taking a peach tree, and you looking at a peach tree, and you know over a couple years, this should be got about 5 years. This should be got about big enough where you can, know what I'm saying, harvest, right? And it's still small, 2-3 feet, like when you bought it. Good God Almighty. Peach tree, still small, just like it was when you bought it, 2-3 feet. Cut it down. It don't bear good fruit. That's what God say. Cut it down. It ain't bear good fruit. You get what I'm saying? Got to wing that out the way, get it out the way. But as a child of God, being his child, we bear good fruit. And we grow up and we sprout. And we continue to grow and we sprout. And we keep giving a harvest of good fruit. And that's where you want to be at in life, guys. Always being able to receive wisdom, knowledge from the Most High. And on your journey, you don't never want to be around people and you know it all, man. You want to be in a place where somebody always knows something better than you or know more than you, if that makes sense. You want to be in a room with those type of people. You know, those are rooms I like to walk in, where they got the PhDs and, you know what I'm saying, some smart hustlers in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Where they know what it takes to do what it do to be wealthy. You hear what I'm saying? You want to be in a room with people that's gonna continue to help you grow, where you can take care of your family and more abundantly. You don't want to be in a room where you can't grow, man. You see what I'm saying? They ain't trying to help you take care of your family. You don't want to be in that type of room. I know I don't. I'm closing the door on that chapter there right away. Why? Because ain't no growing. I live a life to grow, not stay stagnant. And I need you guys to live a life to want to grow and not stay stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. It's the same. You got to break loose out of that. You know what I'm saying? Mindset of, oh, I'm okay where I'm at. Nah, it might not be okay where you at. You know what I'm saying? And you see that you want to do more. You got potential to do more. Lord, to grow like that seed and continue to produce. All right? So always be a student. Always be a student, guys, to valuable information. I got to put some emphasis on that. Only be a student to valuable information. All right? If the information ain't valuable, man, you know what I'm saying, going 1 a.m., pew, right out the other. You ain't got time to hear that foolishness. You get what I'm saying? You don't have time to hear foolishness, man. Not here in 2025. You know? Then I got people depending on me, man. I ain't got time to be listening to no foolishness. Sitting here talking about nonsense. Please. Man, that's a waste of time, waste of energy. You get what I'm saying? I can be doing something else, man. But so, we want to keep that in mind, guys. We want to picture life as a seed. Don't never forget it. Until next time, guys, God bless each and every one of y'all.